Okay. All right. Hi, guys. My name is Jess. I am a loan officer here with Cross Country Mortgage. And welcome to our seminar. This is our Homebuyer Seminar. We will be going over the process on how to become a home buyer. And today I have here my realtor, Francoise Fonrose.
Guys.
And she's licensed in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. All right. So in this seminar, we will be covering credit, get pre-approved, the don't and do's, when when getting a mortgage, renting versus buying, finding a realtor, down payment assistant, the loan programs, inspection, and also our closing day. Okay, so renting versus buying. What are the benefits versus renting and buying? Our benefits when you're renting, basically you're building the landlord's wealth, and it's not really beneficial to you because you're basically making your landlord rich, and you're not getting anything out of it. And then also, the rent can increase at any time without notice. And then also you have the landlord restriction and you pay less upfront. When you're buying, you build your own wealth, you have a steady interest rate, and then also the freedom to make changes. Like anytime that you want to, to move to a different place, you can actually um fix your house and make any improvements as needed. And then long-term financial investment. So if you need any increase on your equities on your property, you can always take money out of your property um when you buy a home. Debt to ratio income. What is DTIs? So debt to income ratios is basically a financial numeric that compares the monthly debts, your gross monthly income. So how it's calculated is you basically take the monthly debts that you have, and then you divide it on your gross income. Like for example, if your monthly debts is 2,005 a month, and then your gross income is 5,000, you would divide the 2,500 out of the $5,000. Credit scores. Why is credit score so important when you're purchasing a home? Well, credit score is important because it determines everything. It determines if you're qualified for a home, if you qualify for a car. Basically, the whole world works on credit scores. So, it's like basically think about it. When your credit score is like a job resume, right? Like when you go on a job and you try to basically get a job, you your employer looks at your resume, and sometimes they determine based on your experience if you will get the job or not. So credit score is very important, not just for buying a home, but on your day-to-day life. However, it is important when you're purchasing a home because it determines the amount of debts that you have, if you can be trusted to pay back the loan, and how much you're qualified for. Now, ways to improve your credit scores. What are the ways that I can improve my credit scores? Well, pay all your bills on time. Don't apply for too many credit lines because most of them do hard inquiries, hard pulls on your credit, and it also affects your credit score. When you have a credit card, don't max out your credit card because that will also affect your credit score. Keep all your older credit lines open and current. That means if you have a credit card that's 2 years old, 3 years old, keep it open as much as you can, because the minute that you close it, now you would have to start all over again, and the whole process on, applying, and then that will hurt your score. Now, with a credit score of 740 and up, leads you to premium rates and loan programs. If you have a credit score that is 739 to 680, it creates the ease in obtaining a new credit. Credit score of 679 to 640 usually require additional documentation, like more pay stubs or, tax returns and stuff like that. Lower credit scores like 639 and lower sometimes may be difficult for you to get a loan when you're buying a home. VA and FHA loans usually requires more more documentations. Now, the pre-approval, the pre-approval steps are you meet with a lender, and then they determine whether you qualify, the right mortgage, and then you get a the pre-approval letter. Why getting a pre-approval letter important? Well, usually it shows that you're a serious buyer, and it shows the realtor that you are serious on purchasing a house. And it helps set a budget. For example, if you don't have a budget, you cannot go get $1,000, now $1 million house, and you cannot afford it. And it prevents you from falling in love with a home that you can afford. Okay. Identifying potential issues. Sometimes when you don't have a pre-approval letter, you might not even know what you qualify for, or if something is wrong with your credit. Faster closing process. Most of the time, when you have a pre-approval letter, it helps the lender know, okay, this is what you qualify for, and this is, it makes the process a little much easier. Negotiating power. When you have a pre-approval letter, it gives you the power to negotiate with the seller at the end when you find a house. And then also it helps you understand the process of the whole thing of purchasing a home. The do's and don'ts. When you're buying a home and you're in the process of getting the pre-approval letter and all, the main thing is the do's. Continue paying your rent on time, your mortgage, your credit cards, keep paper trails, notify us, the lender or your realtor, if there's any changes in your finances. And then if you plan to travel or, plan to move money out of your bank account, let us know ahead of time as well. And the don't. When you get the pre-approval letter, you're in the process of getting your home, do not quit your job, because quitting your job can actually slow the process. Now, we can't use, like, let's say your old job, you used to make a lot of money, and now you go and get another job that you're not making that much. It's not gonna help, really. You cannot really use that job because you don't have the proper W-2s or the tax to prove that, okay, this is the amount and all of that, because you just started. I know sometimes we want to be nice. We want to co-sign people. Do not co-sign anybody, because the minute that you co-sign somebody, you will have a hard pull on your credit. It will affect your credit score. Now, let's say you have a job and the job, is paying you well. You're like, you know what? I want to be self-employed today. Changing your job, you cannot do that in the middle of the process, because for self-employed, you have to have at least 2 years of tax return filed with the same self-employment title. Applying for new credit cards. You cannot apply for new credit cards because it will hurt your credit. Avoid maxing out your credit cards. Avoid large purchases. Like, let's say, for example, you have 10 grand just for closing and you go and you spend that money. Now it's going to slow down your process as well. Finding a realtor. This is the best part, finding a realtor. Do you really need a realtor? I mean, I know sometimes you don't want to spend money, right? Well, not really. You don't really need a realtor, but if you want to spend a whole lot of time finding a house by yourself, don't get a realtor. But the benefits on hiring a realtor, to be honest with you, they have access to the MLS, which is the multiple listing services, and they have access of any listing before it goes public. And then most of the time, the realtors, they know the local market. They know around the neighborhood. They know where they live. They know what's there, the schools, how good it is, the don'ts, the do's, and all of that. And then also the benefits of a realtor, they will advocate in your best interest. The negotiation, they will negotiate with you, for you, with the seller, and all of that. Offer and negotiation. Your realtor would research a house for you. They will submit a strong offer, and then they also would negotiate the terms of the contract. Inspections. Deposit the money in escrow, schedule inspection, negotiate any repairs that are requested. And then financing. Financing, that's when the appraisal will be ordered, and then you'll be required to obtain the homeowner insurance, and then you will receive a clear to close from the lender as well. Now, down payment assistance. Do I need a down payment assistant? Well, it will be beneficial if you get a down payment assistant, because the down payment assistant are designated to help first-time home buyer overcome a significant hurdle of saving for a down payment. These programs typically provide grants or low interest loan to cover a portion of the down payment or closing costs. The most popular down payment assistant for VAs, basically some of them, they don't have to put nothing down. Um, we also have like state and local programs. Like for example, with New Jersey, we have the NJ NJFM FA, like the program, basically it helps up to 15K of closing costs, and then also helps, first time home buyer. Like there's so many, I mean, it all depends on your state. Like New York, we have Sonima, and so on, depending on your state and local areas. Now, the loan program, what are my options? Well, you have conventional loans, which is conforming. These are most common type of loan backed by private lenders. They typically have a fixed rate and require a down payment of at least 5%. The jumbo loans now, these are used for purchasing homes that are exceeding the conforming loan limit. They often require high down payment and stricter credit requirements. Now, the government loans are FHAs, VAs, USDAs, and ARMs as well. Now, for an FHA, is basically backed by the Federal Housing Administration. These loans offer most flexible qualification requirements, including lower credit scores and down payment as low as 3.5%. Now, for the VAs, as I said before, there are no down payments, but sometimes they are offered competitive interest rates. Now, USDAs are basically for like rural like farms and stuff like that. They can offer 100% financing, meaning no down payments is required. Now for the arms, they usually have fluctuations over times. Sometimes they can go as low as compared to interest rate mortgage, but the rate can increase anytime in the future. Reverse mortgage. What's a reverse mortgage? Well, a reverse mortgage is a loan for our elderly communities. To be able to qualify for reverse mortgage, you must be at least 62 years old and older. Unlike other mortgages where you make monthly payment to the lender, with this one, the lender makes payments to you. These payments can be a lump sum. It could be fixed like monthly payments or as a line of credit. Now, how does it work? Equity conversion. The lender will assess the value of your property, and determine how much you can borrow based on your age and the equity in your home. Loan disbursement. You receive the fund from the lender, either as a lump sum or monthly payments or line of credit. Also, with this one, there is no monthly payments. While you're living in the property, you basically don't make no payments. It's like you're living there for free, right? The only time you decide whether the only time you pay is when you decide to move out or you die. And yeah, basically. Part two of the reverse mortgage. I mean, some people will wonder, like, okay, how am I gonna pay my mortgage if I'm dead, right? Yeah, I mean, you're not really you're not really gonna rise up from the dead and pay your mortgage. The way that it works is that if it's two of you guys, you and your spouse are on the loan, and like let's say for example, like you die and your spouse is still alive. Basically, your spouse don't have to pay the mortgage back. Like let's say now, if both of you dies, then your kid's gonna have to pay the mortgage. So yeah, you don't really have to pay as soon. Well, your spouse don't have to pay as soon as you die. No, like if you dead and stuff, like you don't you basically not gonna owe anything until he dies. All right. Closing day. This is basically the final step of the home buyer program. It's like you perform a final walkthrough, you sign the documents, and then you receive your keys. All right, guys. Well, this is it for now. If you have any questions or information are up there, you can scan the QR code and contact us if you need a realtor or you need a mortgage lender as well.
So, Jess.
Hold on. Do you want me to stop recording?
No.
Okay. You want me to go back and share it, or?
Did we stop sharing?
I stopped sharing with that one, but not with Facebook.
Okay. I have a question
Yes.
for the I have a question as for you as a lender.
Mm-hmm.
That I know that some of the for the public that are there. First
Okay.
of all, hi guys. My name is Francoise Fonrose. I am a welder. Like Jess said at the beginning, with Keller William and Power. I'm an AM license in PA in Jersey as a welder. Soon we'll explore more states. But for now, I am Jersey and PA. I have been living in Philadelphia for so long. I know the inside and out for Philadelphia, and I can help clients. My goal is to, I am mostly focusing on the buying because, with for now, I will say for now, the buying part for now. First, I have my background is Haitian. I was born and raised in Haiti, and I am mostly targeting my Haitians community. Let me put it that way. By learning them and teaching them a lot about the home buying program that is available for them out there,
Yes.
which some of them does not know,
Mm-hmm.
which I do know that a lot of people out there thinking or believing that renting is the most, I would say, the most that they can afford it. Let me put it that way. In a way, yes. However, you are, there's a lot of you benefits you are not getting by renting.
Of course.
Let's say that you are somebody that likes to decor, winter, any season, that likes to decor all the season. As a renter, you are limited. Like Jess
Mm-hmm.
said in her presentation, yes, you are limited. You not gonna be able to put all your family pictures that you wanted, because some of them they will say, oh, don't put too much holes in the wall. You can't bang too much if you're trying to hang up some pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say that, yes, we all can use comment, and we all know sometimes comment doesn't hold our nicely heavy frames that we want to hang on the wall.
Of course.
Sometimes we had to put up some nails on the wall. But if we have somebody that is next wall behind us, next apartment behind us, while we putting those nails on the wall, they will complain that we're banging too much, we're making too much noise. I was living in an apartment myself. I know what comes with that.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a lot. Unfortunately, if you have big family, you have little children,
Children. Mm-hmm.
they cannot be playing, they cannot be jumping, they are limited because they got to be mindful of the whoever's above them, whoever's underneath them. They cannot be scream all they want while they are playing with their siblings, because you're gonna hear neighbors coming and knocking on your door. Can you ask your children to keep their voice down, which is not
Annoying.
good. It is annoying when your kids want to play, but
Right.
unfortunately
Uh-huh.
they feel like limited in their own house. And it is not a cool thing when, as a parent myself, it is heartbreaking when you're telling your children, hey, stop playing because you're annoying the neighbors next door.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Children, they have to be playing.
They do.
The husbands that like sports, they like to be watching they sure they I mean they games, the filling games, the giant games and a huge TV,
Mm.
surround sound system playing around. When you're renting an apartment, you gotta limit that voice,
Of
that
course.
noise. You gotta limit the screaming. God forbid you got a neighbor next to you that do not like the noise. They'll be coming and knock on your door. You
Or
like
you're
to
gonna see Popo.
exactly. You like to throw birthday parties. You are limited. You can't play your music too loud. You like to be barbecued. This is all those things that are limited when you are renting. However, when you buy a house, you are free to do whatever you want to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
You want to remodel your house, you are free to do it. You want to add a deck in the back of your house, it's easy. You just need to get first by starting getting in a permit from the city where you live at, found your contractor, and you add your deck. And you have a bigger space for your barbecue with nobody bothers you. You play your music, you playing your sport. Your kids can be playing in the backyard all they want. Summer, we know when it's summer times, it's 7 o'clock, it's daylight out there. The kids can be playing they football, they can play their basketball, they baseball, any kind of
Mm-hmm.
game that they want while they have somewhere to play, and they not
Yeah.
going to really bother the neighbors coming and knock on the door and
On
say,
the door.
oh, keep the noise down. So that's why me and Jess today we had decided to do that little live of for that little seminar to teach some of us what is out there. There is a lot of grants that is available. You are students. There's a lot of grants available for you. You are
Mm-hmm.
a first-time home buyer. There's a lot of grants available for you. Even better, if you look into downsizing, you are a senior, you look into downsizing, there's a lot out there for you. As
Yes.
a senior citizen, they plenty of grants. There's plenty of benefits that is
Mm-hmm.
out there for us.
Yeah.
I know
So
a
the
lot of people they like pets. Certain
apartments,
apartments, they say no pets.
no pets.
Now you are limited, or they asking you to pay monthly for your pets. Why is that? We all love pets. We all have pets as a add plus in our family. So there's a lot that is in the renting versus buying. A lot of benefits and the buying. Freedom to do whatever you want to do with your house. You want to put a nice accent wall in your living room? Feel free to do it. You want to decor summer? You want to decor winter? You can do whichever one you want to do with it. You can repaint your house all you want, the way you want it. So agents are out there. We have the loans officers, but please get the pre-approval letter first.
Yes.
That is the number one thing. The pre-approval letters. Agents, unfortunately, cannot take you shopping first without your pre-approval. Sorry. This is the first thing into the process of buying
Yes.
a home.
Mm-hmm.
Sit down with a lender, get your pre-approval done. You can contact an agent, a Walter, if you don't have the pre-approval. If you don't know where to go, we work with plenty of lenders that's suitable for your needs,
Mm-hmm.
that can tell you everything that you need. This lender doesn't work, we have another one that will work, that can give you and help you. And the realtor and the lenders, we work side to side, by the side with each other. We communicate throughout the whole process with each other, as the realtor also communicating with the buyer. We are here for you guys. That's our job. We put this work for us. Well, we are helping you guys by doing it and to achieve the goal, the dream of being a home buyer. Let's put this dream into our 2025 dream goal is to become a home buyer for our family, for the kids, because every kids love to have their own personal rooms. Every kids love to decor their room they what they wanted. Every kid's dream is to have what they call a home.
Yes.
We are here for you guys. Let's do this. Let's give the kids a home next year, and let's bring the family together next Thanksgiving 2025. Let's make it at your house.
And
Let's
Christmas.
bring the nieces. Let's bring the nieces, the nephews, the uncles into your next house, into your home. Not a house, a home, a warm home. Next year, where they're gonna eat the turkey, where they're gonna open the Christmas gift. Let's put that into your 25 year, 2025 year. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Um, Jess, I have a question for you, which I know that some clients I have out there as asked, and some potential clients have been asking. Um, if they cannot, let's say they don't have credits. I know you say that earlier. Do not co-signing anybody.
Yes.
Let's say that if they just get a car,
Mm-hmm.
okay, but they want to buy a home, can they put? Can they have somebody else list that car in their names so they can afford a house? Is that something that people can do? Put a car list in somebody's name, and so that can build their credits, or switch it into the, instead of having that bill, that car notes on their credits. Is that something they can do?
Well, they can actually have somebody else. It's like basically it's like the other person is the one that's purchasing the car, but they're making the payment, right? So they can do that if they don't want to affect their credit, where like, um you go to the dealership and then they pull your credit. So they're gonna basically you're gonna have a hard inquiry. It's not like us, for example, when we start the process, we can do a soft inquiry on your credit. The dealership, they do a hard inquiry. So therefore, it's just like if you go and you have somebody else do it for you, that can help. But I mean, that would be the best way to do it. And then you make payments, and then that wouldn't affect your credit. Hmm.
Okay, good. But for sure, it's not an easy thing.
It's not.
After you buy a car, to find somebody else to lease it on their, on their name, it's not something that easy.
It's
But
not.
that is an options.
That is
That
an
is
option,
an
but you
option.
gotta you gotta trust people too, because you can't have somebody, like for example, it's like you're making a blind decision basically. You have somebody lease the car for you. Technically, if you think about it, it's their car because they list it under their name, but you gotta have somebody that you really trust, like with your life or something, in order for you to, for them to do that for you. And then remember, you're making payment on that car. So if any time like the person want to be evil or something like that, they can, I mean, but that's the best way. But let's not think negative, but these are the risk as well that can happen when somebody else lease a car for you. But there's options out there. So when you do things like that, you have to really trust somebody to do that for you.
That's good to know. Good to know. Good to know. And one thing we want to add, once you guys start that process, the lenders, they have all your bank account information. Anything you do in that bank account, They know. They know, they see it. If you move any money, they know, they see it.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta let them know, like Jess said in the beginning, um, while she was talking, you have to don't just go and have a lump sum of money deposit on your account without an explanation.
Yep.
You will definitely gonna need to come up with the explanation for that. Don't say it's your account. Don't believe it's your account. They're not going to see. You don't want them an explanation. They do need a good explanation for it.
Mm-hmm.
If you remove the money, I know lately there's Zelles, there's Cash App available, easy payment. If our loved one need a money, we're not saying don't give them the money, but just know that the lender gonna come and ask you, hey, I see that money was removed. What's the reason?
Right.
Because as we're going through that process, the bank need everything to be clean. All deposit that's going in and out, they have to be clean. Not that they, not that we saying there's you guys doing bad things or whoever it is doing bad things, but it's like they always say that if it's not written right, it's not right.
Right.
If it doesn't come out right, it is not right. They don't want it to look like fishy
Mm-hmm.
because there's a lot of scammers out there. Because if the bank is giving you a money, a grant or a loan, they need to know that it's something's right that you're doing with your money. So yes, the lenders are up in your business when it comes to your bank account. It's not
All up in
private.
your business.
They are all up into your business. It is not private. Once you give them that go
Access.
into
Mm-hmm.
that access, yes, they are there into that business.
And
So
then also, I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
Okay. So I also wanted to say as well, like, let's say, for example, like you, your family member won the lottery, tomorrow or something like that. And they want to be generous and give you like 100,000, right? Sometimes some people might want you to like pay back that money and stuff. So if, for example, like the money is deposited to your account, that 100,000, we would have to, well, your family member would have to basically give you a letter stating that that money is a gift. Because if they say, okay, this money needs to be paid back to me and stuff like that, it's going to consider it as a liability. It's going to consider something that you got to pay back as well. So if you get a loan from somebody and, like a friend, a family member, your dad, moms, or whatever, they have to basically give you a letter, stating that, hey, this is a gift, just for being generous or whatever. So that's another thing too you have to keep in mind when it comes to gifts and lump sum of money as well.
And yes, you can have gift as down payment from your family, from
Yep.
your loved one. You can. For your closing, you can have gift. Your family can give you $10,000 or $5,000 toward your closing costs and all that, but it will be as a gift. They will write the check on their name, and payable to you as a gift. They will do the gift certificate and all that. Yes, they can. We will need the right paperwork for that.
Yep.
Like they said, the right paperwork, the right paper for it to show that yes, it was a gift. Um, like I said, we are here. Let's turn your dream, your homeowner dream, into not a dream anymore, into a home.
A
Because we
reality.
all, in reality, we all can be dreaming. We all love to dream, but we can turn certain dreams into reality. Let's work together. We are here. My phone number, it's on the screen. Jess' phone number, it's on the screen. We can be reached through phones, email, anytime. Just send us an email. If you call, we don't answer, we please leave us a voicemail. We chat, we text. You can send us a text, whichever one works for you. We all know we all have a life that is sometimes we can't. You are a home buyer, you want to buy it, you want to get some information, you want to reach out through us through text first, and we will be right there to give you a call. We will be right there to talk to you and to help you and guide you into your process.
Yeah.
That's what we are here for. And we have all the tools, like Jess said, we have all the tools. Sometimes you want to buy a home, we as Walter, we can have it off market for you.
Mm-hmm.
While you trying to do it on your own, you don't have that insight where you can find a home off market, which there is a lot of home off market, but it's only realtors that knows and have them and that knows where to get them and how to get them. A lot of sellers have their home off market first before preferred to put it off market first before they put it on market. So we have all those tools available for you. All you need is to reach out and we'll be right there to help you. We'll be right there to guide you.
Yeah. And then also, like, let's say if you don't want to even move to New Jersey or Pennsylvania or somewhere, like you're looking for a realtor somewhere else, like we have the access, like for other realtors as well, in other states. And
We have referrals contact.
yeah, we're basically the connect. So,
We have all the connections. Let's
all
say
the
if you
connection.
even want to go to the Dominican Republic,
Oh my God, yeah.
we have we have realtors there. We'll find realtors. You want to move to Greece? Try it. We'll
There you
find you
go.
one.
But don't leave the country yet.
But
Don't leave yet. Yeah.
we are here. We are here. We have the tools for you to take you home where you belong. Home.
Yeah.
Well,
So
thank you.
I had a question for you. So as far as like the Haitian community, what are the biggest struggle do you see when they're, looking for a house in the Haitian community?
That's a good question. First, I heard that they said, I'm not ready. I'm like, okay, define I'm not ready when I
Right.
ask them.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be like, well, I don't have a lot of money. I'm like, okay, what do you mean you don't have a lot of money?
Right.
They'll be like, well, because from what I heard, I will need at least to have in my bank account a good sum of money. Some good, like what? They'll be like, well, I'll probably need a good $25,000 cash on my bank account or $50,000 cash on my account to get to that closing cost.
Right.
And I'm like, that's what you heard? Yes, that's what I heard. For me to start that process, I will need to have that lump sum of money on my account first. Or, well, my credits, they told me that my credits have to be like 7 only. So there's a lot that is saying a lot of bad information that they are getting out
Mm-hmm.
there. And some of them are fear too. fear of commitment,
Mm,
which is they don't know and don't realize that, okay, you have the fear, but there's a lot you're getting out of it.
right.
And when I ask them what can help you overcome that fear, some of them are afraid of sharing. Some of them they will say, well, it's the fear of not having the money
The
for
money.
the closing costs. And when I ask them, so are you, how can I help you overcome that fear? They say, studying ground, that I'm still not ready.
Okay. So
So,
go ahead. Mm-hmm.
so a lot of them are open to hear what is out there,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of them are still afraid of knowing what is out there for them
Right.
because they already have one person that's already, or a friend or a family, that another thing that they will see, that paying a mortgage, um let's say $2,000 or 2,500 right?
Mm-hmm.
And they have the credits that they need, they have the credit score, they have a great credit score, but the fact that they see that sibling is paying
So much.
2,500 or 3,500, they automatically believe, oh well, I can't afford that,
Right. Yeah.
that's not for me, oh that's a lot for me to pay. But not knowing their story and that sister story is different.
Mm-hmm.
That sister might pay, it probably paying 3,500, but you might paying less. You don't know until you find out.
Of course. Yeah.
So, which I do see a lot. That is one of the Asian, a part of the fear from Asians and the Asians community as far as buying, not knowing and not willing to know,
Right.
and still afraid to know, and still choose to say, well, when I'm ready, I'll find out. But are you ready? How do you know you're not ready?
Right.
You want to talk to someone to find out really what do you need.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all that. I do know one of the, I want to call a potential client that I'm trying to talk to. She got good credit. She got great
Right.
credit. And I said, well, you can start. She wanna buy. She's thinking of buying, but that
Mm-hmm.
feel to also get into it.
Yeah.
Well, I see so and so is paying that, I cannot afford that. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
well, how do you want to start? Well, I don't know. I'm like, well, I can help you start. Well, not yet.
Right. But then again, it's like, when would you do it? Because that's the thing people don't realize. I mean, everything is getting expensive, right? Everything is going high. Everything is, it's not the same way as it used to be before. So it's just like you wait, you wait, you wait. I mean, I know a lot of people, they actually waiting for the interest rate to drop. I mean, let's pray and hope that happens one day. But this is not like 2008. This is not 2007 when things were very cheap and everything. So things are going to keep going up and up and up. So it's just like if you get like a 6% or 5% interest rate right now, maybe, and then you wait, and then tomorrow it might go higher. I mean, you never know, like what might happen in the next few days. And so it's just like when I hear people say, well, not right now, maybe tomorrow, maybe another day, maybe next year, anything can happen between today and
Tomorrow's
next
not a
year.
promise.
It's not promised, you know. I mean, if you wait till tomorrow or, next year, you could have been a year in already into your house, you know. You probably would have, maybe if it's too high for you, the interest rate is too high, you probably could, go and start refinancing to try to bring down the rate or something. So that's the thing that people don't understand. You wait, you wait, you wait, and things keep going higher and higher and higher, and it's not getting any better, you know. It's really not. But um and another thing too that I like you said, that I realized that people always say, but she's paying this amount and but they're paying that amount. But then again, it all depends on you, on what's on your credit and the amount that you have and stuff like that. She probably have good credit, but her income is not as good as yours. You probably have terrible credit and your income is awesome, you know? So it all depending on your situation, like you said earlier. So it's just like a lot of people are scared. Yes, they're scared to basically make the first move, the first step and stuff, but or they're listening to other people saying this or saying that. But then at the same time, you paying $2,000, of mortgage every single month. Can you imagine you have all the freedom in the world compared to an apartment where you don't even have the freedom to nothing, you know?
True.
Yeah,
Certain apartment or two bedrooms, they are in 2500s
yeah,
a month, where you are paying a three bedrooms or more house that is, you have a whole living room, two bathrooms, you have a nice yard that is a little bit higher than this, but you have more rooms, you have more freedom, you have more
mm-hmm.
space. Everybody's story is different.
It
Everybody
is.
have this story. Don't compare your story of your home buying story, your home buyer process with your friend,
Yeah,
with your sister, with your cousin, with your boss. Everybody's story is different. Let's see what your story is. We all have our own story. You don't have, if your friend have a five bedrooms house, her mortgage, yes, could be in 4,000. But if you don't need a five bedrooms, your mortgage will be less.
of course.
It's all depend on what you need. Does your friend might have the five bedroom because she needs the five bedrooms? Do you need the five bedrooms? It's up to you. But don't let your friend's story, mortgage price, take away your own dreams, to make you to turn your dreams into reality of being a homeowner, because there's a lot that's in it, a lot of good things where you're building equity for yourself, where you are building wealth for yourself,
Mhm.
and also where this house can turn into an investment for you down the line.
Yep.
Because if God bless you enough, after a few years, you are well enough to buy another home, that one that you have
You can
can
rent
be
it
an
out.
investment. It can turn into an investment.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all building wealth for you, equity for you. And today, if you buy this house for like 450,000, within 2 years, it's not gonna stay the same price.
It's not.
It's gonna go up. The price gonna go up. And if you choose to sell it after 10 years, it's not gonna be in the same 450 that you bought it. So you're gonna get something, a little change out of it,
Mm-hmm.
a little change. But when you're renting, you pay more, and when you leave,
You lose.
you lose.
Yeah, you lose.
You lose. So let's do this. It sounds scary. The process does sound scary, but when you start it, it is easy because you'll have the right people next to you that will guide you through it. You can do this. Let's build equity for your children. If that's the only thing you can leave your children,
Oh
let's
my
say,
God,
God
yeah.
forbid, something happened to you tomorrow.
Mm,
At least you know you let your children are somewhere they can stay stable because we don't know what tomorrow is.
we don't. We really don't.
Because you know that, all right, my kids, they'll have a home where they can stay, that will be stable, where they will not have to change school within a year, within 6 months. They are stable. That they will say, oh, my mom, my dad left me this house. Let's give them this gift. We can do
Absolutely.
it. We can do it. So thank you, Jess,
That
for
was
taking
fun.
your Sunday
That
to
was
be
fun.
here
Mm-hmm.
doing this live. It wasn't planned to be on a Facebook live, but it happened to be a Facebook live, which was fun. And I'm hoping that you guys got a lot of out of it. You have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. We are here. Anything we miss talking about it, we don't talk about it, that skipped our mind, you can give us a call, text us. We will answer any questions. We can meet you. We can do Zoom meeting with you so you can see your face again to do a consultation. You can send us everything in email. It, we flexible. We made the process flexible. We know time is a lot, that sometimes we don't have time to meet in person to
Mm-hmm.
start a process. We do Zoom consult. We do Zoom consult. Mostly so we can know who we're talking to, but not just somebody over the phone. We don't see faces. We don't know when they're not getting all your
Of
information.
course. Yeah.
No, we do, because there's a lot of scammers out there. A lot. So always make sure that you see the person you are talking to.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just go and send your information to that person reach out to you, or that realtor reach out to you to sell your home, to help you buy a home, and then you just start sending all your information to the lender. You don't know the face, you don't know who you're talking to, you don't always get an email from the person, their information in it, their business information, and then meet up. Do a meetup with the person on Zoom. Look at the face, because that's your best
Yep.
identification. Face recognition.
Or you could Google our name, right? I mean, I try to Google my name so many times. My name pop up in so many things. So I'm like, oh my God. So you could Google our name. There are sites for that where you can find out if the person is real or not. Like the MLS, you could put my name and then you're gonna see my name, my MLS ID number, and all of that. And I know like for you as well, online too, right? For New
Yes,
Jersey and Pennsylvania.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So. there's other ways for you to find out if, if people are scamming and stuff like that. Google the person name. If you see the person doesn't match, the picture, so you'll know. I mean, me, for example, I don't sleep. So anytime you text me, I'll be like this, responding, fast. I'm a night owl. So if you work in the daytime and you're not able to, to talk in the daytime and you're more comfortable at nighttime, I have small children. So basically nighttime is better for me as well because they'll be sleeping or during the day when they're like, in school as well. So anything you prefer, um, I'm always available, except when I'm sleeping. So yeah.
I have my phone with me at all time. I text, I call, I I do all. I am really up into texting quicker. You call me if I'm busy. I am a wife, a mother, a daughter. We all have families that we are busy. I do have a full-time job and I am a healthcare worker. Yes. And that's what make me mostly want to bring my passion of healthcare into real estate, where I
Mm-hmm.
can give that same loving, caring, bringing that caring compassion into real estate from my healthcare background. I have been in healthcare for so long and I'm still want to stay in my healthcare because I want to combine them together.
Yeah.
And I do. I get up early, I go to bed late, and I manage all of them at once.
Oh my God. We need awards for that. It's like
I manage
multitasking
all
is
of them
crazy.
at
Mm-hmm.
once. And yes, I am a multitask person. So you always, once you reach me, you call me or text me, I will answer you. Always have my phone with me. If you text me while I'm sleeping, I will answer you. Like
Like,
Jess
wait,
said,
wait, wait.
I'm done.
I got a text. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, now go back to sleep.
But
Oh
I
my
will
God.
answer. I will definitely answer. I will answer. If you call me, I can answer right away. I will let you know I got your text. I will say that I can't talk to you right now, but I will answer you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna not answer it being rude. Not answer it, but I'll answer. We'll answer.
Yeah.
We'll answer.
I
Send
mean,
us
that's the
email.
beauty. That's the beauty of this job too, because most of the time, like you have to be flexible as well. Like there's some people that don't have the flexibility. And I know like as mortgage lenders like us, we basically I don't even think we have off times because somebody would text us at 1 o'clock in the morning, hey, what is this or what is that? And if we're up, I mean, usually I'm up, so I would answer and stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, we take the time. Communication is key to everything as well. I like to, you know, let my buyers know, like my borrowers know, like, listen, this is what it is, this is this is that. And like let's say you're communicating, with your realtor, it's like a three-way street. Your realtors knows everything that's going on in your mortgage journey as well in the process.
Yes. We at
Hmm.
the end we become family.
Yes, yes, we are one
Realtors
big family.
and buyers and sellers. At the end of the process, we become family.
Yes, we do. We are.
That's it's like we gain another family. We gain another sister, we gain another brother. We become family at the end of the process. Because we build that relationship because we end up being on the phone so long back and forth because we got to communicate with each other
Mm-hmm.
so many times. If you are selling, I gotta tell you what the buyer is doing, what's going on the buyer side. If you are buying, I gotta tell you what's going on the seller side. So it's like it's a relationship.
Yeah.
Like they said, when you are an agent, it's like you dating your client. Yes, it is. Because you're on the phone with them so many, like,
So many times.
so many times throughout the day
Yeah.
until this process is done, is finished. So it's like it's turned into a family. It turns into a family. I have a client a few months ago that I helped. She already invited me into Thanksgiving.
There
Then
you go. See?
that was the first thing she told me when I did the closing. As a matter, she was like, "Thanksgiving, I'm inviting you to my Thanksgiving dinner this year." I'm like, "Oh, okay, okay. Well, thank you for the invite.
Right.
Thank you for the invite. But I'll stop by. I
Yeah.
will definitely stop by because it's become a family." So yes, absolutely.
Okay. Well, the thing is sometimes, I mean, we can, this is fun, honestly. We can actually try to do, you know, probably this like once a month or
Yeah, to
twice a
educate
week.
the friends, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes,
Could do
yes.
that
We
like once a
will
month.
try. We will do our best
Mm-hmm.
to do a live to educating you guys on what is going on out there, what new, because things change every day when it comes to interest rates. It's like a roller coaster. It's ups and down. um where there's houses out there but no buyers, where there's buyers no houses, so we will try to do our best on educating you guys and all those. When is There's never a bad time to buy or sell. Okay, never
Yeah.
a bad time.
Never about time.
Never a bad time. If you're looking at the interest rate, that will drive you through the roof.
Mm. Yes, it will. It,
Because it's ups and down. I have a client that I am working on with now. She was like, I have been trying to buy a house before COVID.
that's a long time.
She's like, I should have. From waiting, now here I am. I'm like, but you're doing that? She's like, yes. She's like, I learned my lesson. Now when I want to do something, I'm going to do it.
Yeah. There's no
So
waiting.
she said she been trying since before COVID. She wanted to buy, but she kept like, oh, I'll wait. And she's like, now here I am with a higher interest rate. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember during COVID, I was doing notary, right? So I wasn't even licensed as a lender yet during COVID. So what really pushed me to get my license is because I was notarizing documents for lenders, title
Mm-hmm.
companies and all of that. And the interest rate then was good. Like I saw this lady interest rate, it was like, I think it was a 2.5 at that time, and her monthly payment was amazing. And she was like, "Do you think I can beat that?" I'm like, I'm not a licensed loan officer, so I can't really tell you if you can or not." But I'm like, looking at your interest rate and somebody else's interest rate, lady, you got it good. You got it good during COVID. Like,
Yes.
yeah, everything was good during COVID, but now, uh, I don't
Yes.
know.
Yes. Because I heard a lot about it. I heard a lot of people that like, oh my God, I should have bought my house before COVID. But since I waited, but I have to do this now. I don't know what's coming next year. I don't want the same thing to happen to me. Let me do it now.
Yeah.
So, and I'm like, I'm sorry.
I wish I met you then, right?
I'm like, I'm sorry. They're like, yeah, I
Yeah.
wish, I wish, I wish. But now I don't want to wait. I'm like, then they all like, well, I learned from my mistake. I'm like, true, true. Not that we wanted to, but she's like, yes. And that's why I don't want to wait no more. I want to do this. I'm like, okay. So let's not wait.
Yeah.
Let's
Let's do
not.
it.
Let's do it. We don't know what's pandemic that's coming.
Oh my
Now the
gosh.
interest rate is like what, 6, 7, up and down, up and down. It's like a
Mm,
wave roller coaster.
yep.
Not that we want another one. We had enough, but we don't know what's coming.
Yeah.
Let's get what we have now.
And just roll with
Hopefully,
it.
and just roll with it. Hopefully
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow is drop down. Hopefully, but let's work with what we have now instead of waiting and waiting. Tomorrow is not a promise.
It's not a promise. It's
It's not
not.
a promise. It's never will. It's not going to it. It will never will be a promise. Let's do this. So we'll do our best next time to do another one soon. To make it a little bit more, how we can say it, Jess.
Fun. Funner.
Funner.
Funner than this.
Yeah, funner and
Yeah.
shorter and a little bit more often.
Yeah.
Let's make it that way, a little bit more often. I know next week is Thanksgiving. Enjoy with the family, guys. Be safe. Be safe, be safe, be safe. Be thankful. I am thankful for all my clients. I am thankful for my family. I am thankful that God is keeping me safe and alive. We all have a lot of things we can be thankful for.
Yeah.
We all have, especially family that we have that we going to celebrate with. And we are still thankful for those we don't have,
Of course.
you
Yep.
know, those that is not, that's family, but not family, but soon will reach out. We all have
There
those.
you go. You guys will be added to our list of family.
Yes, we are thankful for future families that are coming our way. So we are thankful for everything and have fun and celebrate. I'm sure we'll wish you Merry Christmas.
Yep.
We're sure we will. We'll do a live to wish you guys Merry Christmas and welcome you guys to a new year and a new home
In a new home.
next year, because we will find you a new home next year. We will.
Absolutely.
And God will too. God will help us, help you find a new home next year. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Jess,
You're
for being here
welcome.
with us today. And we'll see you guys soon.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching this webinar. And until next time.
Bye.
Bye.